Of late, we have been covering so many top level events. Firstly, Vishy at Superbet Rapid and Blitz. Then we had Pragnananda at Chessable Masters, Vishy at Norway Chess. Now we have Vidit and Hari at the Prague Masters. Then we will have the candidates coming up, soon the Olympiad. The amazing chess keeps going on and on. But I want to take a break from all that coverage and show you one very nice game of my very good friend whom you can see up there, Samay Raina. He is currently down with COVID, and so I hope that he recovers very quickly. But the good news is that he's able to play more chess than before because he has been on his stand up tour recently. But because he's down with COVID, he started playing chess a bit more. And recently, he played a game which was so pretty. Let me show you the concept first. What exactly he played. So here's a position. This is an online game between two GMs, Moroni Luca and Perez Ponza. Black to move. How should black finish off the game? So there are many ways to win, but the nicest and the prettiest is check, king takes, and now you can give a check with the queen and mate. But Perez Ponza wanted to make it spectacular. He gave a check, king here, check, king here, check, and mate. So this is a very nice mate, and it's not very easy that you sacrifice two rooks on the same square and then deliver checkmate with the queen. One of India's young talents, Aditya Mittal, who is playing here with the black pieces, tried doing something similar with Yuri Kuzubov. This was also online. Here, black can win with rook f6 and h6, and this is just a very strong position. But he went check, which is a blunder, check, and check, and he thought that okay, now it's a forced mate on g2, but he forgot about bishop f1, and actually white won. But you get the concept overall. So Samay is playing white. His opponent is Lupati. This is online. He's played it on chess.com. Samay, let's take the white pieces on our side, opens the game with e4. Opponent goes e5, and as always, Samay loves the king's gambit. Takes bishop c4, bishop e7, knight to f3, check, and now very important, you bring your king to f1. Yes, you lose castling rights, but this bishop is slightly offside. You have wasted time with black. Knight h6, and now the most logical move is d4, and white is better. But Samay goes h3, which is not a good idea because now the bishop can sit on g3 and defend this pawn. Black castled, d4, bishop went to g3, knight c3, and now c6, a good move, preparing d5. Knight e2 was played here, and now it was important to hit in the center with d5. But black went b5, bishop d3, f5, and now Samay played a nice move, e5. So now he's threatening to pick up this pawn, and there is no easy way to defend it. d5 was played, bishop f4, takes, knight f4, and already white is clearly better. g6 was played, queen d2, knight f7, rook was brought into the center, knight g5, and now there are many ways for white to win. Maybe the very pretty way to win is knight takes g6, unleashing an attack on the knight here with the knight and the queen. But Samay went h4. Black should have played his knight to the center and tried to fight on, but he took on f3, g takes f3, and now white is totally winning. He's dominating the position, a5, king e2 first, bringing the king away so that he can switch his rook here and hit the black king, a4, a3, queen b6, and now h5. Samay doesn't care about his d4 pawn. He is going for the black king. g5 was played, rook eg1, queen takes d4, and now in came check, king h8. And this is the moment where the brilliancies begin and what we just saw right now. So firstly, Samay begins with a very good move. Try to think of some sacrifice. Check with the knight. The knight has to be taken. If you move the knight, if you move the king, the knight will take the rook, and there will be a discovered check. So takes, check from the rook on h1. Now the king came to g8, and now what would you do here? White to play. Check, rook sacrifice by Samay. Very nice. Actually, black should have played king g7 when Samay can go rook h7, and he is winning after king g8. Rook takes f5, and the concept is similar to the game, but black took, and now Samay gave a check. King g8, and what's the move you play here? Check again. Give up another rook. King here, if he had taken, then check, and it's a mate. And he went king g7, queen h6, and it's a checkmate. So beautiful game played by Samay. Of course, really loved it. He later on messaged me saying that he feels like Mikhail Tal here. But of course, this was a beautiful, beautiful way to win. Not many people get to sacrifice two rooks. And here's what he tweeted afterwards. After his win, he made a tweet saying, just played a game with three brilliancies. I am ready for candidates, he says. And Hikaru Nakamura, who is one of the candidates below it, says vouch for it. Well, that was the game. I hope that you guys also are playing chess regularly and practicing. Try to improve yourself. And when you play such brilliancies, do share it with me through chessbaseindia@gmail.com. It would be lovely. But for now, well done, Samay. You always keep inspiring a lot of people with your moves.